daily scary story. Dare to listen?
The town of Holloway was shrouded under the vastness of open fields, their growth a testament to a bountiful harvest that locals attributed to the ominous scarecrow at its heart. This figure, silhouetted against the dusky orange and black sky, seemed to watch over the crops with a vigilant, unwavering gaze. The scarecrow had stood for generations, its presence as constant as the changing seasons. The crops began to rot, their decay creeping like a sickness across the land, leaving farmers perplexed and desperate. Albert Grimsby, known for his tenacity and strong build despite his age, stood with his hands on his hips, surveying the damage. His eyes, sharp and blue, flicked towards the scarecrow, suspicion tingling at the back of his mind. Mayor Evelyn Hartright called a meeting to address the blight. Her presence, commanding in her formal navy blue suit, was enough to quiet the murmuring crowd, eyes as dark as the sky, reflecting their shared fears. She spoke of efforts to uncover the cause, but avoided the topic of the scarecrow, which hung like an unspoken curse over their gathering. As the meeting dispersed, Albert couldn't shake the feeling that the scarecrow held secrets vital to their plight. He decided to investigate, driven by a mix of desperation and stubbornness that mirrored his thick gray hair. The sky above roiled with dark clouds, mirroring the turmoil in his mind. As dusk settled, Albert trudged through the fields towards the scarecrow, the mud caking his boots with each step. The scarecrow appeared almost lifelike, framed by the stark contrast of fading light and creeping darkness. An unsettling feeling of being watched prickled his skin. Closer now, Albert noticed the scarecrow's eyes seemed to follow him, glowing faintly under the dimming light. His heart pounded with each step, a primal instinct urging him to turn back, but he pushed onward. He was close enough to see the scarecrow's gnarled wooden hands reaching outward, as if yearning for something or someone. As the wind picked up, carrying whispers of unseen voices, Albert heard a voice clear as day. It spoke of balance, of an unfulfilled pact that demanded payment. Albert's resolve wavered, a chill running down his spine as he realized the scarecrow communicated not with words, but with the resonance of the very earth beneath him. Albert backed away slowly, the full weight of the curse settling heavily on his shoulders. He understood now why the harvest had failed, why the town had prospered for so long without understanding the cost. The fields demanded a life to bloom again, and the scarecrow was their chosen harbinger. He stumbled back towards the town, the realization clawing at his every thought. There was no escaping the destiny that loomed like the dark clouds above, inevitable as the turning of the seasons. The scarecrow's promise of renewal was both a blessing and a curse, and Albert was the price to be paid. Back in Holloway, Albert sought out Mayor Hartright, his mind set on one final confrontation. He found her alone, her eyes as dark as the coming night, understanding already etched into her sharp features. She acknowledged him with a nod, as though she too felt the weight of ancient agreements. "It's time, isn't it?" she asked, her voice a mere whisper against the gathering storm outside. Albert nodded, his heart heavy but resolute. The harvest needed its price, and as dawn approached, he steeled himself for the role fate had thrust upon him. As the town slept uneasily, Albert returned to the fields, the scarecrow standing vigil like a sentinel of old judgments made anew. He walked towards it under the bruised sky, the earth seeming to pulse with life beneath his feet. His presence was a keystone, and with his sacrifice, the land would once again flourish. As the first rays of dawn pierced the horizon, a quiet understanding passed between the man and the effigy. The scarecrow's eyes shimmered with acceptance, and the fields, whispering in the wind, acknowledged the balance restored. Albert Grimsby's legacy would be a harvest of shadows, reborn with the sun.